1,000, any better bid? Any better offer than 1.3 for the first call at 1.3? Are we done? At 1,300,000, twice at 1.3, done, finished. At 1,300,000 for the third and final call at $1,300,000 the bid. If you've come to buy, show me now. $1,300,000 the bid. On the phone with Rose. You all here today. Any other potential buyer? This is the time to make your voice heard at $1,300,000 once. At $1,300,000 twice. Third final call at $1,300,000. We'll move along at 1,350 now on a vendor bid with me at 1,350. It's against their bid Rose at 1,35. At 1,350,000 now. At 1,350 the bid against your bid on the phone Rose. Make it 1.4 in the rise at $1,350,000 now. At 1,350. At 1,350,000 got to be 1.4 in the rise once at 1,350,000 all done. At 1,375, for short of my stride, get him back involved at 1,375. And the same courtesy to every other buyer here today at 25,000 if you like. At 1,375 the bid now. At 1,375 and it's going to be an even 1.4 in the rise. At $1,375,000 the bid. At 1,375, fairly been offered now with Rose on the phone at 1,375 the bid. Once at 1,375, done. Twice at 1,375,000, done, finished, 375 on the mill. For the third and final call at $1,375,000. You've got to do all the hard work here today with the vendor bid now at 1.4. We'll move along at that. At 1.4 now. At 1,400,000, I'll still take the 25 if it helps Rose. At 1.4, even money. At 1,400,000.
Would you take 10?
I'm taking 25. 1,400,000, got to be 1.425. At 1,400,000, make it 25 in the rise. Got to show strength if they want to buy. 1,425,000. First call, 1,400,000. Second call at 1,400,000. Third, final call, 1.4 million. Are we all done? All finished. Silent. Out. At 1,400,000, need to know Rose at 1,400,000. At 1,400,000. At 1,425. 35, even better, Ilya. At 1,435, welcome. Best of luck here today. 1,435,000. At 1,435,000 bids there. I'll take 10 now. 1,445. At 1,445,000. At 1,445,000 now. 1,445,000. Give me another 25 on top. Make it 1,470. At 1,445,000. The bid's back there. 1,445. At 1,445,000. Fairly been offered now. 1,445,000. At 445 on the mill. Once at 1.445. Done. Twice, 1,445,000, done and finished. Third, final call, 1,445,000. At 1,450, it's a bit light on, but if it gets you back involved, I'll take it and give you the same courtesy, Rose. Only 5 in the rise, 1,450,000. At 1,450,000. At 1,450,000, easy decision at 5,000, but I dare say come back in with strength at 10. 1,450,000, the bid's there. At 1,450 now. At 1,450,000, fairly been offered now. $1,450,000 the bid. At 1,450, bid there. Opportunity here with you on the phone, Rose. At 1,450,000 once.
Are you taking 1,000?
I'm not taking 1,000, I'll take 5. Twice at 1,450,000 done. At 460 and a better bid there. At 1,460,000 now. At 1,460,000. At 1,460,000 bid back. No, ma'am, you can't buy like that. You've got a nod. At 1,460,000, fairly been offered. Bid there. Opportunity with you now. 1,460 the bid. At 1,460,000. At $1,460,000 the bid now. Once. At 1.5 and a great bid at $1,500,000 the bid. 1.5. I dare say we're on the market. We sell here today. 1,500,000 bids with you, ma'am. Puts you on the market, puts the keys in your hands for now at 1,500,000. If you've come to buy, you must show me now at 10 now at 1,510. At 1,510,000. At 1,510,000 now, fairly been offered at 1,510 the bid. At 1,500,000, it was a big statement bid, ma'am. You got the keys in your hands, but they've been ripped away. If you want them back, you have to bid me now. 1,510,000 bids there. Keys are there. We're on the market. We sell 1,510,000. What do you say? Might be your last chance. at 520 now. At 1,520,000. Give me a big bid. Are you absolutely sure? 1,520,000 and the bid's back there. 1.52 at 1,520,000. 520 on the mill and the bid's there. Keys are there. Opportunity here. We're on the market. We're selling. I'm not going inside until the property is sold. Out here till we sell. If you've come to buy, you must show me your interest now. Bid me now or forever hold your peace because we're on the market. We sell 1,520,000. Bids there. Keys are there. We sell once at 520 on the mill. Done. Twice at 1,520,000.
25.
At 25 at 1.525. At 1,525,000. A small bid at 5. At 1,525,000. Small bid, easy to beat with a big one. At 1,525,000. At 35 now, and that's a better bid at 1,535,000. 1,535 now. At 1,535 at 535 on the mill, and the bid's back there. 535,000 on the mill. Back against you. They've got the keys as it stands. If you want those keys, you have to bid me now. 1,535,000. Fairly been offered. 1,535 the bid. First call. We're at 35. 41. At 36, at 1,536, at 1,536, at 1,536,000. Only one at 1,536,000. They put one on top. Take me to 40. 1,540 now. At $1,540,000 a bid. 1,540 bid there. Opportunity with you. 1,540 they're at, sir, ma'am, at 1,540. Instructions at 1,540,000. On the market, selling at 50. 1,550 at $550,000 now on the mill. At 550 on the mill now, 1,550, 000 the bid. We're on the market. We sell 1,150,000. First call at 1,150,000. We done. Twice at 1,150,000, at 1,550,000 rather. Twice. Third. Final call, $1,550,000 the bid. At 10 at 560 now. At 1,560,000. Buying yourself some time here at 1,560,000. At 560 on the mill and the bid's back there. 1,560,000. What do you say, sir, ma'am? 1,560,000 the bid's there. You're absolutely sure? You've said that before. Of 1,560,000. What I can say with absolute certainty is once it's gone, it's gone. No second chances. 1,560,000. Fairly been offered over there. 65, 1,565,000 at 565,000 now. At 565 on the mill. At 1,565, 000, 1,565. At 1,565,000. 1,565,000. Bids back there. Give me a big bid, sir. 1,565,000. Bid there. Opportunity here. What do you say? 1,565. Need to know. 1,565 for the first call. At 1,565. Second call, 1,565 the bid. Third, final call, 1,000,000. At 70 now, 1,570,000. At 1,570,000. At 1,570,000. It's me, I'm back. At 1,570,000. You want me to go away for good? Are you sure? I like standing here in the shade. At 1,570,000, the bid's there. You still have the opportunity, sir, ma'am. Now's the time though. 1,570,000, bids there, keys are there. Do we let them have it at that? At 71, 1,571. At 1,571. At 1,571,000. Back there now, 1,571. At 1,571,000. Bid there, only cost you one. At 1,570,000. At 75, and that's better. 1,575. At 1,575 the bid. At 1,575. 575 bid back there. How about 1.6?
Knockout bid, come on.
Give me a knockout bid.
We need a knockout.
1,575.
Selling that sticker on.
Up to you. 1,575,000. Is that 4,000 enough? 1,575,000 at 1,580. Is that yes at 1,580? 1,575 bid there. Need confirmation. 1,575. What do you say? At 1,575,000. Once. No, we'll have a quick family meeting. What do you say? 1,575,000. Give me 5. Get back in on top. 1,580. Thank you, sir. At 1,580,000. Quick family meeting over there. Now I'm going to come and have a family meeting with you guys. 1,580,000. What do we say? 1,580. I reckon we can do it, sir. What about 1,590? Or take me to 1.6. Be bold. At 100. Oh, I apologise, sir. Pardon the pun. At 1,580,000. It wasn't my intention. At 1,580,000. At 1,580. First call at 1,580. Done. Second call at 1,580. Done and finished. Third, final call. 1,580. Bids their keys are there. I'm about to sell, sir. Need to know. 1,580 and 85 now. At 1,585. At 1,585,000. Fairly been offered. At 1,585. At 1,585. Are you sure? Yeah. He's definitely done enough now. At 1,585,000. Leave the keys there? Yeah. Absolutely sure. Thank you very much for your spirited bidding here today. $1,585,000 the bid for the first call at 1,585. Are we done? Second call at 1,585,000. Are we done? Finished? For the third and final call, 1,585,000. All done, all finished, all silent and out at 1,585,000. We're definitely done. Thank you once more. We're selling, selling, selling. Sold! Congratulations and well bid. Please join me in congratulating our purchasers and our vendors on the fantastic result. You've just witnessed another successful Harcourts